Let's have some fun here. You could say we're a little outdated, we're a little late on this, maybe, but it's still kind of trending a little bit right now. Area 51.
Welcome to Area 51.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, I've been knowing about Area 51.
You don't actually think they spent $20,000 on a hammer?
Since Independence Day. Let's put it that way. But
What teenager hasn't got on the internet and went and looked around? Area 51, UFOs, you know?
And that's a lot of hype, too, because, like, it's, I mean, you're going to put Twitter fingers against military tactics. Like,
well, we can go back. All right, so how did this start? So basically, they said we're going to go, the Facebook page. Somebody started a Facebook page about it being, you know, like, it was technically a joke. Like, we're going to storm Area 51 and try to figure out make them demand, show us what's in there.
You don't actually think they spent $20,000 on a hammer?
They say the guy who created the joke said that he wrote them, the FBI, an email saying that it was just a joke. He was doing it for like some thumbsy upsies.
I think,
and he said, so whatever happens, I will not be held responsible. That's what he said. Yeah. Making sure he was in the clear because
it got real.
He wasn't expecting 600,000 people to get on there and say, "Yeah, we down for this. We're gonna go storm Area 51."
I could have been at a barbecue.
So let's say he said a date. Didn't he put a date like September 20th?
I thought September, maybe 21st.
I think it was somewhere in there.
Look, some kind of anniversary.
You can find out. It's September. I think it's on the anniversary of Roswell. I think that's what it was, the Roswell incident.
These guys are true geniuses.
And it's in September. I know that for sure. I think it's September 20th. But anyway, he said that, you know, like, we're going to storm them, figure out what's going on. Well, people jumped on it, bro, and it's like, it's up to like 1 million, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
they got a lot of followers.
Yeah,
So I watched a news journalist talk about it, and he was like, well, just think, if you had, all right, so let's say they got, I think, maybe 600,000 followers. Let's say 1/6 of those people actually show up for this event. You got 100,000 people storming Area 51.
Yeah.
What is the government gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Well, there is signs around the premises. They will shoot. You know,
right? But think about this. This is an event that is 2 months in advance. Your job is to protect the American people, and technically, they work for us. We don't work for them. Like we paid. Our taxes write their paychecks. We're the shareholder. We own this country. The government doesn't really own this country.
Not too many people know that.
So if you go run, all right. So here's the deal. If you get 100,000 people show up to Area 51, like, demanding to get back there, you can't wax them like it's the Mandalay Bay. You can't do it, bro. You can't.
I think what will happen is they
can't do it.
We got 2 months notice. Okay, we're gonna move everything out of it, put nothing in it. Y'all want to come see what we got? Nothing. They gave us 2 months to get everything out of it. So whatever, if they let people in, you're gonna see nothing. It's gonna be like a museum. They said
exactly. It's gonna and truthfully, I think they ain't shit that like whatever they were doing there that was so mysterious.
Right.
They moved that shit before Independence Day come out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it probably was long before that.
That report back in 2013 when I think it was the CIA for the first time ever was admitted that Area 51 existed.
You don't actually think they spent $20,000
right there,
on a
that
hammer?
itself gave me the gut instinct that you would
shit
have.
is gone.
It's gone.
Yeah,
they say they admit. Well, you know, just like when somebody steals something from you and they say something, you get that gut feeling they did it. You know.
Yeah.
Well, that's the same instinct I got when they reported that.
Do you know how even Area 51 became a like a trending topic at all? And I'm not talking about what just happened in the last week. I'm talking about like
the Roswell incident.
Way before. All right, so not before that, but after that. In the late 80s, there's a guy called Bob Lazar. He's like an astrophysicist, or he's like a physicist.
The last name rings a bell.
Alright, there's a documentary. All you gotta do, you got Netflix? Any of y'all got Netflix?
Yeah,
I got Netflix.
Go look up Bob Lazar. There's just came out, and I think
That's talking about the alien autopsy photo he created.
No.
That's not him.
All right, so this is this guy's story in a nutshell, and if you haven't really listened, the best place to really kind of like hear him talk and hear his story, he just went on Joe Rogan's podcast like 3 weeks ago, and actually talked about the whole thing. So, what it is he was. He made some kind of invention, like some kind of cool invention. I forgot what exactly. You have to go listen to him. Like he powered some kind of car. He made a jet go-kart. I don't know, something goofy like that. It made the front page of the local paper.
Yeah.
Well, people like some government people who ran these special projects saw the paper and they were really interested in him. So they gave him a job at a facility. Well, then they offered him this government job to go work in this, facility. It's like it's one of those hush, whatever. He had to sign these waivers and fill out this paperwork and pull his contract. Well, in the nutshell, I don't want to fuck up his story too much. Is that what happened is that he was hired to try to basically rebuild, reconstruct and mimic alien technology that was from alien crashes and stuff like that. And the way he basically said the way the protocol works is that it's kind of slowing the process down to how to figuring this out because it's such a secret that we're only told what we need to do, not the whole bigger picture. That way we can all figure this thing out together. Right. So everybody who has like a specialty in certain departments can only know about what they're doing at that time, and that's it. And then he kind of got, they actually showed him the craft, one of the crafts or whatever. He saw a couple of them or whatever. He said there was like 9. I don't know. I don't want to fuck up his story, but you really gotta go listen to his story. So anyway, he said that and then he came up. They said they figured out what fueled it, and it's an element called 115. And the element 115 wasn't even discovered yet. We gotta let this one keep going.
Yeah.
Element 15 wasn't discovered yet when he announced it. And then years later, people thought he was full of shit. And then the element 115 actually, was discovered late 2013, 2014, something like that. And this is 1989 when he went public about this shit. And what happened was the government watches, it's closed shit. Well, he became obsessed with his work. You know what I'm saying? And then his wife, but he couldn't tell his wife what he was doing because it's a secret. So his wife thought he was fucking around. He was fucking around on her. She was having an affair on him because he was so caught up in his work that he couldn't tell. And he had enough. Once he realized, he started to learn really what was going on about how secret everything was, and it was ruining his life. He went public with it. Yeah. And what he did, he was scared for his life because once he realized the government was tapping his phone and told him he was unstable to handle this job because his wife was having an affair on him. Because they found out through tapping his shit.
Yeah. Right. So they're going to try to debunk everything he says by just making him seem crazy. Oh, look, tinfoil wearing guy.
They tried. Exactly. They tried to discredit him.
Yeah. Right.
And then they still fuck with him. They still kind of fuck with him till this day because he's got his own business today and shit.
But what happens when people storm this place and they don't move in, they break in, and you see aliens all over the place. What you gonna do?
And here's the thing: it wasn't even Area 51 that he worked in. He worked in the area of Area 51. It was called, I think, S4 was the facility that he worked at. And that's what they were doing, which is in the area,
a Disney World full of shit.
Right. But he worked there. But I guess Area 51 kind of took that it's the main base or whatever. So that's
Right.
where it went public, and he went to a news reporter in Nevada, and told him about it. The guy's called George Knapp, and he went he said it went worldwide after. And what he did was, so here's the deal. He did, he had to prove it. Like,
Right.
you full of shit. He said, look, I think it was like a Wednesday. Every Wednesday at 7:00, they fly these things in this area. We're gonna go drive out to these mountains, and sure enough, he brought them out there, and they fucking filmed fucking flying saucers flying around. You gotta go see shit.
Yeah.
It's
I'm gonna
on, and it's for real. And then that's when it really, like, they got harassed. And
I think the guy who came up with this is just the guy.